How does an inmate deal with sudden release from prison? Acts of Art continues.
This is Brian Pickens' sister.
Oh, good to meet you. What's your name?
Stacy. So, your wife is the one that purchased these, right?
Well, turn in. I gave her the money.
Wynn Satterley is seeing the show for the first time after spending 8 years in prison.
Yeah, this is unreal. It's unbelievable to see it from this side. Every one of them has so much emotion in them. I can actually picture them painting them and finishing them and waiting for the day that they have to turn these in so that Buzz and all the crew can come up and look at them. This isn't just a show. This thing goes on for all year for us when we're in there.
Most of us, while incarcerated, this is an outlet for us. It's an escape, and it allows for us to see a part of what's happening outside of in there, because institutions or prisons, they have a way of institutionalizing you. If you juxtapose these prisons with these beautiful landscapes or these beautiful buildings, that are designed to empower you versus those buildings that are designed to destroy you, and prison has that effect on you. The loudness or the dark colors and the control, the dehumanization, the degradation, the powerlessness that you have on a regular basis, along with everybody living in a state of despair, not having the resources that you think you need in order to survive. And then everybody becomes like them fish, the parasites and the predators or the victims, the prey, and it creates madness.
We had no idea that it would be going this long. And we had no idea that it would grow into such a major operation. We do it because we're committed to doing it, but we also do it because we can't stop. I mean, we would like to take a break, actually. But I mean, how can we just suddenly tell people we're not doing it anymore? There are hundreds of people all over the state who are working on this all year. It's keeping them alive. People write to us and say, this is what's keeping me alive.
Wynn is one of those people who says it was the art show that kept him alive while he was in prison. He was 41 when he picked up a paintbrush for the first time, after a friend told him about the prison art show. He had just been diagnosed with cancer.
It's a rough thing to learn that not only are you in prison forever, but now you have to die in there with a disease.
The first time I saw Wynn's art was at the Southern Michigan Correctional Facility, and the Special Activities Director, Phil Clintworth, brought the art out, and we just set it out on the front desk, and we looked at it. It was a bunch of people's art. And Wynn had a lot of pieces. It wasn't yet where he was going to get, but really, really good work. And Phil said, this guy is going to die of cancer this year. And if you take his work, it might help him stay alive. So we were going to take some anyhow, but we took 3 just to really help him stay alive. And then he was in the show, and in the show, and in the show, and his work got better and better.
My very first show, I've only been painting for a few months, and I did win an honorable mention. So it gave me that excitement, and that's where the show first started getting me, as it gave me the encouragement to say it was worth keep going. And then I never stopped. And as I was ill, the sicker I got, the only release I had was when I was painting. I was able to take my mind off it. So I feel that I painted myself right through the death sentence of cancer. I was never supposed to reach my 45th birthday, and that was a good birthday for me, and reached quite a few after that.
When you make art, you meet yourself. It's like something gets connected, and there's like a current. Prisoners obviously like to spend a lot of time on their pieces, and because the longer they spend on a piece, the more they're in another realm, you know, they're in another world.
Wynne painted 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, until one day he was taken from his cell to court. Finally, after years of appeals, a judge had reviewed his case, declared him innocent, and free to go.
It was quite a shock 2 hours later to be sitting in Red Lobster with your family, holding a real knife and a fork, ordering anything you want. Yes. Yeah. Still not over that part. Country Crest Motel.
Year after year,
This is
there's
when.
both the joy and the happiness of seeing people's creativity and feeling close to people and feeling connected. And there's also a great deal of sadness and pain. And it sort of never leaves you. One of the reasons that some people don't want to do this kind of work is because they anticipate that if they start to get into it, you know, there's sort of, not only is there no end to it, but you're just exposed to a lot of suffering.